Good morning, children. Welcome back. In the previous video, we have seen about the weather and the climate. Okay, and the various types of tropical regions along which we have to see which animals and what adaptations do they do. Okay, so in this video, we will see what are the adaptations and what are the living organisms residing over those regions. So, what is adaptation? Adaptation is the changes in the body in the living organism in order to survive according to the environmental conditions. Okay, so there are two types of adaptations. First one is a behavioral adaptation, and the second is structural adaptation. And this adaptation does not take over in just 1 or 2 days, it takes a long period of time. Okay, so let us see behavioral adaptation. Okay. Moving of animals in large group is called behavioral adaptation. It helps to protect the group member from predators. Example is bird calls, that is there are various bird calls, and then there is a migration. Migration means they move from one place to another. Next is the structural adaptation, that is changes in the body structure of animals are called the structural adaptation. It helps to protect it against the cold weather or extreme hot weather or from the rains or from the water. Example, the bill on the bird and the fur on the polar bear. See the example here, bill of the birds or the beak of the birds. Some have the you can see the example red-tailed hawk here, then the you can see the pelican over there, then the wimble is there. Okay, the fleischer is there, then spoonbill is there. On the basis of on the basis of their beaks or the bills, they determine the food they eat. Okay, the pelican, take the example of pelican. You see the pouch over here, correct? There is a hanging pouch along below the beak. So why this pouch is there for the pelicans? They have a very long bill with a large throat pouch used to lock up the fish in its mouth. Okay, so that the fish cannot pass through their beak. They collect the fishes in that pouch. Next, you see the polar regions. The polar regions are very cold for most parts of the year, and these regions are covered with snow. The temperatures here are very low as minus 37 degrees Celsius. For 6 months the sun does not rise, and for the other 6 months the sun does not set. That is, there is the sunrise over 6 months and then there is no sunset over other 6 months. Some of the animals found in polar regions are examples like polar bear, the seals, the penguins, the musk oxen, reindeers, foxes, whales, Siberian crane, and many types of fishes, etc. You can see the images down over here, the polar bear, penguins, the oxen, the reindeers, and foxes. Now, what are the adaptations of polar bear? They have white fur so that they are not easily visible in the snow and helps in catching their prey. They have 2 layers of fur to protect them from the extreme cold. They have layer of fat under the skin which also protect them from the cold. Their paws are wide and large which help them to walk on the snow and to swim in the waters, so that they need the grip on the snow to walk. They have a strong sense of smell which helps them to catch their prey, as their prey or their food is below the ice layer. They have a strong sense of smell to identify them. Next are the adaptations of penguins. They have white colored body so that they are not easily visible in the snow. And why they have to be invisible in the snow? Because the predators are there who can kill them. So to protect themselves, they have the white color body. they have thick skin and lot of fat, so you see them very fluffy. So why this thick skin, lot of fats are there? To protect them from the cold. They huddle together to keep them warm. You can see them in a group, always in a group. Okay, so why they keep themselves very close to each other? That is, they huddle together because to keep themselves warm. They have streamlined body and webbed feet like a duck, which help them to swim in water. Next are the polar birds. The polar birds are Siberian crane, Arctic tern. You can see the picture over there, Siberian crane and Arctic tern. The seasonal movement of complete population of animal from one area to another is called as migration. The birds in polar regions cannot tolerate extreme cold of winter, therefore they migrate. So to adapt themselves, they do not have extreme adaptations, so they have to leave that place and go to the another place which where they can adapt themselves and stay for a while till again the suitable conditions are returned towards the polar regions. See the adaptations of Siberian crane. The Siberian crane must keep its body warm to survive in winter. So during winter, it migrates to far away warmer places. Siberian cranes come to places in India like Bharatpur in Rajasthan and Sultanpur in Haryana to escape from the extreme winter in Siberia. So these are the birds coming from the Siberia, and therefore they are known as Siberian cranes. They are also known as migratory birds. Next is a tropical rainforest. The tropical regions have hot climate. The minimum temperature is of 15 degrees Celsius and maximum temperature is more than 40 degrees Celsius. So the days and nights are almost of equal length. The regions have the plenty of rainfall. The tropical regions in India are Western Ghats and Assam. The Western Ghats means our region where we live are Western Ghats. In the world, the tropical regions are Southeast Asia, Central America and Central Africa, where you find the most of the biological life residing over there. The common animals are monkeys, apes, gorillas, lions, tigers, elephants, leopards, snakes, lizards, insects, birds, etc. You can see over here the amphibian adaptation of red-eyed frog. The red-eyed frog lives on the trees. It has sticky pads on its feet to which it is to climb on the trees. You can see the feet over the leaf which has a sticky pad which sticks to the leaf and allows him to take a grip on the tree. Next is the adaptation of lion-tailed macaque, that is, it is also known as beard ape. The lion-tailed macaque mostly lives on trees. Its outstanding characteristic is silver-white mane which surrounds the head from cheeks down to its chin, and so the monkey is called as beard ape. Okay. It feeds on fruits, leaves, stems, flowers, buds and insects which it gets from the trees. The lion-tailed macaque which lives in the rainforest of Western Ghat is adapted to live in tropical rainforest. Okay, so why this monkey is known after the lion-tailed macaque? Because its tail, see the tail in the third picture, it looks like a tail of a lion. So it is known as lion-tailed macaque. And why do they need this such a long tail? To climb upon the trees and maintain the balance among the tree branches. Next, the adaptations of toucan. The toucans are brightly colored birds with long, large and colorful beaks. Toucans live on trees. Do not mix it up with the parrot. It is not a parrot. The parrot and toucan is different from each other. They make their nest in tree hollows and hollows excavated by other animals. That is, the other birds make the holes in the trees and these holes can be occupied with these toucan. They are primarily frugivorous, that is, they eat only fruits but also prey upon insects and small reptiles. They have long, large beak which help them to reach the fruits on the branches. Next is adaptations of cat and leopard. A big cat and leopard have flexible bodies designed for running, jumping, and climbing. Their intestines are short as they only digest meat and not vegetable matter. Their sharp teeth are like scissors to tear the flesh. They hunt at night because they have larger field of vision. You can see the examples over there of leopard, cats, cheetah. Okay. Next is of adaptations of lions and tigers. Lions and tigers have thick brown skin which help them to hide easily in the forest. They have sensitive hearing and sharp eyesight which help to protect them from the predators and to catch their prey. More than the predators, it's useful for them to prey upon the others. Next, last, that is the adaptations of elephant. The elephant has a long trunk which it uses as a nose and for picking up the food. It has a strong sense of smell. The tusk, that is the teeth, are the modified teeth which helps it to tear barks of the trees to eat. Its large ears help it to hear even the soft sounds. It also helps it to cool itself in hot climate. The ears, not only the elephant but our ears are also the self-regulators of our body. You can do an experiment that take some water when you feel very hot. You just take some water in your hand and just wipe it on your ears. You will start feeling relaxing and then you also feel better than the before. The elephant also uses its trunk to pull down fruits and leaves from the trees to it. So its most modification, like the long trunk, is used for the food purpose. Okay, so here we have completed our lesson. You can ask me any doubts if you have in personal. I will be glad to answer it. Okay, I'll send you the assignment questions which you have to complete and send me. Please read the textbook so that you can go through and refer it very properly. Thank you, children.